back at the reef here. I've got a few things, including some interesting things that I've noticed, some new stuff I've bought, and a cool announcement that I have. So let's get into all of it. Let's just start with this. Man, I want to start with this first. And that is that my Toadstool leathers are walking. Yes, they walk. Now, I know a lot of you are going to say, Billy, you're out of your mind. First off, these are crazy. They're huge. And I've asked the question, should I cut it? Should I cut these things? Look at that one in the back. That is actually bigger than a catcher's glove now. That's one of the biggest ones I've ever seen in captivity. Okay, and I know someone's gonna say, oh, I have seen one here and there. Okay, whatever. For me, it's the biggest one I've ever seen. And so I've asked the question, what should I do with these, right? Should I cut them and frag that into 500 pieces? Or should I just let it go and see what happens? And most everybody says, leave them in there. They're the coolest thing in your tank. So we're gonna leave that in there right now. Okay, for right now I don't know where this is going, but that's not what I wanna talk to you about. I wanna talk to you about that these things actually walk. They relocate, right? You may think that's crazy, but I'll show you how they do it. And all three of my big ones have done it. So how they do it is, if you ever see these in the wild, right? They're pretty happy where they are, right? And you don't see very much of the stem. They're just kind of like a cauliflower thing that looks like a ball that's wrinkled, that's kind of wrinkled in the edges. These things actually move when they don't like the location they're in. If you look at this, you'll see a foot, okay? And that happens, how they do it is they extend up with a stem that collapses over and then it remounts itself. And see, that's what you can see happen here. See that foot right there? It actually had grown up tall, thin, and then it slanted over and then it replanted. And this one back here, look, it did the same thing. See that right there? It was in the back. It didn't like that location. It went up, fell over, replanted. So it's based, and this one's done the same thing too. All three of these have done the same thing. They've all tried to move to the center of the tank. So it's basically extend, fall over, remount, go. I mean, that's like, and I think I'm hoping they stop doing it, to be honest. There's nowhere really to go. But so these things actually do relocate, and it's a little bit different than seeing enemies and all that stuff, but it's just an interesting fact. Okay, so that's interesting, right? Now I want to talk about this thing, which I picked up for $40 on Amazon. This thing is legit. And it's kind of got me wanting to get into frags more because I was never really a fan of frags. I mean, they're a mess to have on the tank. They're always falling over. But these little this thing right here is a magnetic resin rock. It's super legit. These are super strong. It'll probably go up to 3/4 inch glass. And it aesthetically looks nice in your tank. It doesn't look like some piece of plastic, with a bunch of algae all over it. It's really nice, dude. Isn't that nice? And the holes, it has holes in it. So you just put your plugs in there and it holds 7, right? So that is really cool. They have 3 different colors. There's a black, this one has coralline on it, and I think they have a sandstone, but I could be wrong on the sandstone. But anyway, very cool, and it's on Amazon. I forgot what they're called, man. It's called like Real Reef Frags or something. I don't know what it is, but it's really cool. And that's not a paid piece, man. That's just me telling you how cool it is. I did tell you that this was going to be legit. Look at that Fiji leather. Remember a while back I told you they take some time to get acclimated, but once they do good, and they need a lot of light. I've had problems with these in the past, and it's just because I didn't give it a lot of light. These things like a ton of light, man. So there's that. I am trying the stony corals. Someone made a comment about a month ago that says, yeah, but those corals that you keep could survive in a toilet bowl. So I decided to up it and see if I can keep these stony corals. So far, so good. This thing's done really good. I don't know what the name of this is. Someone tell me what the name of that is. It's super bright green. It's really cool, and I dig it. I was lucky enough to score some of these. I had a local reefer here that had some of these toxic energy, whatever, spaghetti leathers, I think, and they are amazing, dude. This doesn't even do it justice, dude. These things are like on fire. So that's gonna be legit. I can't wait. I mounted them up. They're still kind of sticking to stuff, but I can't wait for that stuff to get going. Let's see what else here. Of course, these things are looking legit. Oh, I have one thing too I want to show you. This thing I assumed was a mushroom, but it's not. I noticed that it's a plate coral. So if you know what that plate coral is, it's a hitchhiker. If you know what it is, let me know. I'd love to know what that thing is, man. All right, so as we mentioned before, this is Poppy. He's back in the tank. And I'm hoping that he doesn't trash this thing. I mean, if he ends up, I can already see like the edges. He's already getting into it a little bit. If he gets into it too much, watch, you're gonna see it right here. See, that sucks. Poppy's probably gonna have to go. I like you, Bobby, but I don't like you that much. Anyway, yeah, so that's that. Let's see what else. I am trying to build up this side of the tank. More frags and more pieces. I'm hoping to get it like jam-packed like this area right here. So yeah, that's the goal. That's the game plan right there. So anyway, there's a little, oh, my announcement, dude. Okay, so a lot of people have said, Billy, when are you gonna do, why don't you do a designated reef channel? Well, I already have one. And it's called The Reef Chief. And it's on YouTube. And if I get enough followers there, I will get back to that one. And it's got like 600 followers right now. But if I can get it so we get some decent followers there, I'll get back into it. And I'll make that the designated reef channel. But for right now, it's on BTUP. But so go over there. There's also cool things there too, because you can see I did a 3D background on this tank. If you notice in the background, there's no glass in the back. It's all 3D reef, right? See right there? That's an overflow box right there. You don't even realize that's an overflow, do you? Anyway, so there it is. There's some announcements, some cool stuff going on with the tank. And thanks for being part of this. And Poppy, I think your days are numbered here, dude. I mean, I like you. We all like you here, dude. I took him out of the trap. He was in a trap, but the kids felt bad about it, so I took him out for right now. I'm going to rehome him. But anyway, there it is. Thanks for watching. This is Billy at BTUP.